guys, welcome back to the channel. I know you all been waiting for this. This is the Pumpkin Ale for 2018. I'm not gonna lie, I've already tried it. I had an initial taste test of this. It's been about 3 weeks in the bottle, give or take. So let's give it a crack, and I'll give you my final decision. Ooh, smoke. We got smoke. We got a pop. That means we got carbonation. Oh yeah, look at that pour. Now this bottle is a lot more carbonated than the one that I had poured for my initial, see where we're at, type of deal. And of course the lighting now, the sun's coming through the trees, is going to be beating on my face, or half of my face. I don't know if I'm going to squeeze everything into the glass. Shoot. Nope, didn't get it all. So, she's very pretty. Has that pumpkin-y orange hint to it. It was a red ale. If you want to go back, I'll put a description or a link in the bottom or somewhere in the cards, wherever they will be, to the brewing of this and what went into it. It's basically a red ale kit that I got from my homebrew shop, and I just add the pumpkin to it and spices. Very pretty. I mean, a lot of carbonation. I mean, just look at that. Look at that head. You got about a 2-finger head. I don't think I can smell anything really off the foam. You smell something. I've noticed when you do the spices and you don't add any more spices after fermentation, they tend to be very minimal, if you can even pick them out at all. So like a lot of these commercial beers, they'll add spices probably before they package or right after fermentation. I really don't like getting involved with that, because you never know, if you go too overboard, then there's your beer down the drain with too much cinnamon and nutmeg. Let's give it a taste, shall we? Yeah, my initial taste test and thoughts on this are still the same. It's very pretty, nice head, it's drinkable, but it's not a winner. I failed as a brewer because what I did was I pitched the yeast at a higher rate, and with the English ale yeast, when you pitch at a higher rate of temperature, you get some funky flavors, and there's something in here. It's good. You taste the pumpkin. You can taste that vegetable. You taste that pumpkin-y flavor. As it rolls around on the tongue, it goes in the back of your palate, there's a lingering sour note. And I'm not going to say it's infection, because that fermenter, as you saw in my video, I sanitize everything, and everything's been cleaned. Maybe be on the safe side before I do my next beer. I may just hit it with some bleach and water, and really, give it a good dosing, and then sanitize it, just to be on the safe side, because I had 2 failed batches in the past that had this nasty, sour, funky thing going on, but this is not that. I mean, this is drinkable. Those beers were not. But this is drinkable. I'm enjoying it. I have to enjoy it. We as brewers, you're up and down, you're hit and miss. It's my bad that I haven't invested, in all this time in a wort chiller. I've been doing the ice baths, and that day the temperature did rise up a little bit in the house, and I couldn't get the wort at pitching rate. Even when I put the cold water in, I didn't freeze the water the night before. I didn't put a The pitchers I had no room in the freezer to put pitchers in there to get the water really ice cold to bring it down the temperatures, because with the English ale yeast you want to pitch it right at 75 degrees, if not lower. And I think I was still in the high 80s, man. I think I was still at like 82, 83. But I don't remember if I had to go to work or I was pressed for time, and I don't like leaving it in the closet for potential for infection. So, yeah, it just has this sour, hinty note in there, as well as it's very bitter. Also, I don't know if it's just from the hops or the bittering hops, but it's very has a bold flavor to it. So, with that said, my friends, the 2018 Pumpkin Ale is very pretty. I'm liking the look of it, but the taste, it's drinkable. I'm not gonna dump out 5 gallons of beer. It's not that bad. Live TV, folks. So, it's pumpkin beer. I'm tasting the pumpkin in it. It's just that, yeah, that off flavor. But it's not so off that, maybe somebody else. I mean, I know my beers, and I'm the only one that drinks it. Yeah. Okay. That's what happens. I'm using my phone as the camera, and the wind took it. All right. So, with that said, it has a nice creamy way ahead. But next year we'll do better. I'm going to invest in a wort chiller for the next round. So, cheers, guys. Let me end this before the kids come running out the door. Till we do it again, my friends, let's set sail.